So, hey there, Eliane here. Welcome to my very first live. And I chose the topic of know what you want. In other words, know your why. But the reason I chose this topic is because in the last 2 years, while I was building my online business and building my skills in the investment in the financial markets, I realized that most of the people, they don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. In other words, they don't know what they want to accomplish. They don't know what they want to experience. They don't even know what possessions they want to acquire. And in other words, they don't know what success is really for them, what it really means for them. But why? Because most of us during our childhood, what happened was that we were influenced by our parents, by our teachers, by our coaches, by the school and university system, by our caregivers, by adults out there. And despite that we know what we really want as kids, we used to express our anger or our fear or our happiness without being afraid to say so or to express freely what we really want. But as we grew up, we started to hear things like, don't do that, don't touch that, don't talk like that, don't show up like that. And we started to learn that there are things that we cannot do freely. Like we cannot express freely. And what we learned is that we cannot fail. If you remember in school, we are not allowed to fail. Because if we do, we will not be able to pass to a higher grade. If we fail, we are losers. We are not enough. We are not competent enough to do this or that. And we learned something even uglier. We learned that money don't grow on trees, and that you need to work really hard to earn the money. So we need to become working for money instead of using money, instead of knowing about money. Instead of knowing that the leverage by time and by money and by system exists. It exists. And other people are making it. So learning all this during our childhood, I'm talking about 18 and 20 years of systems implemented very strongly, we are programmed. Just a minute. We are choosing a partner to please our mother, or quitting an adventure, not pursuing a dream because we want to calm the fear or the limiting belief of a caregiver or a parent. So we end up being disconnected with our heart desires, with our emotions, disconnected. Don't really want, because you don't want to face these fears and you don't want to reprogram. So what to do? How to change this? Actually, to change this, it's very simple. You need to start to reconnect to your heart. And why to your heart, not to your mind? Why do I have to reconnect to a heart and not a mind? We always learn the importance of the mind, so how come? I learned during a spiritual retreat like 4 years ago, it just came like this. It was an aha moment for me. That the heart knows better the desires, because God put our desires, our dreams in our heart. And so the heart will be telling you exactly what you want. And the mind is the servant of the heart. So the mind could attract what the heart will desire. And the mind needs to be reprogrammed. You need to unlearn everything that was old. So you could serve better the heart and not to oppress the heart. So the heart is the master and the mind is the servant to attract the things to satisfy the heart. It is as simple as that. So you need to connect definitely to your heart. And to do so, it's very simple. You only have to give 10 calm minutes for yourself. At the end of the day, you review during the day how you felt. What did you feel? What triggered happiness and joy? What triggered sadness or anger or fear? What triggered excitement or surprise? What triggered a certain emotion of anything, any emotion, and write them down. And you will realize that what you really, really want is not money, like society taught us. We all want money. We all want the fancy cars and the fancy mansions. And you don't want all this. What you really want is something simple. You will end up saying, maybe I want to have a time to walk in the morning in the forest, or having my warm coffee under the sun, having time for me, or having a warm breakfast, or more quality time with my kids, or more quality time with my partner. It could be driving the car with a nice music. This gives me happiness. It gives me happiness. Or maybe doing this trip or implementing this idea or starting to create this service, because I am sure lots of people will benefit from it. And it could be something really simple. So slowly what you want will start to show up. And I can assure you that during this process, you will feel that you want to judge yourself or you feel awkward because you are not used to do it. Baby steps, and be always kind to yourself. Now you must be wondering, Eliane, you are in the world of investing in the financial markets and in building the online business. What does this have to do with know what you want and your why? Well, simply because I want to give you an example. When the economic crisis hit the country, lots of people, they want to make money really, really, really fast. And they found that financial markets is the tool to do it, and they are right. But they followed a trend. So they followed a trend. They did not follow their heart. They followed a trend. So when they decided to follow the trend, and they didn't listen to their heart, they didn't know what they really, really want. What happened was that the first negative things that happened, the first obstacle, the first rejection, objection, judgment that happened, they immediately quit. So before starting anything, it could be financial market, it could be online business, it could be starting the gym, it could be anything you want. You need to know your why. You need to know what is that your heart really, really wants. And I'm so excited so if you share in the comments after you do this exercise your simple wants. And if you want to share it with a friend, maybe you know that he or she will find this talk useful and motivating for them, do it. And I want to end up this live with a music that I'm sure you all know about it. I hope that you found this topic really useful for you and inspiring. And remember, you will not live forever, and you want to live your life really as you want. And the heart is the open highway. So have a nice evening, everyone, and see you next week with another useful topic. Goodbye.